Since 2018, when I became a professional gardener, I've learned the plant names of well over 2,000 plants. And in that time, I've discovered there are a few language learning techniques that map across really well to memorising plant names. Today, I want to focus on one of these techniques called backchaining. Hey plant fans, Sonia Whaley here at Plant Your Pitch Up. So what is backchaining and how can it help us to more easily memorise plant names? In a nutshell, instead of starting at the front of the word, which is our default, we break the word down into syllables and you start with the very last syllable. So for example, if you wanted to learn the botanical name for the dawn redwood, that would be Metasequoia glyptostroboides. Hence, instead of starting with met or meta, which is probably the natural thing to do, you actually start with boides right at the end. So you would literally take the name, split it into the syllables, Ds, boides, toboides, glyptostroboides. So you've got the ending there of the word. And then you do the same for the start of the name. So quoa, sequoia, tussequoia, metasequoia. And there you have it, Metasequoia glyptostroboides. The reason why it's such an effective way to learn a new word or phrase is because it puts the new element at the start, and that is more difficult to forget. So a long time ago now, I went out to Japan to teach English, and before I went out there, I had a little stab at learning Japanese, and I had this, the Pimsleur language program. It's actually cassettes, which shows how old it actually is. But I do specifically remember going into a restaurant with my friend who'd also come over from England to teach. It can be really hard to order in a Japanese restaurant if they don't have any pictures on the menu. You know, you're just stuck. Getting some food in a Japanese restaurant is not the easiest thing to do, particularly if you're outside one of the big cities. On this occasion, me and my friend, we just wanted to have drinks. We didn't want to have anything to eat, but we weren't sure if that was okay by the restaurant etiquette. So we went in there and suddenly it came back to me. I found myself saying, nomitai dake tabetaku nai desu. And yeah, it just came straight out because it's actually a really effective way to learn. It's a really good way of committing words and phrases to memory. For example, yesterday I was asked to plant some bulbs, and it was a kind of fritillary that I had never seen before. Really liked it, loved the photo. The type of fritillary was Acmopetala. In order to commit this to memory, I started with la, tala, petala, mopetala, Acmopetala. And it's like Acmopetala. Fritillaria, which I already knew, Acmopetala. It just becomes really, it's just a really good way of learning the name. So try it, see if you like it. If for any reason it isn't working for you, I have another video about how to easily memorise plant names through the Anki Web flashcard system, and you can check that out here. If you found this useful and if you'd like to see more, subscribe to the channel.